look at how you can use your history to determine whether someone has a more likely neck component to their problem or shoulder component. We look at location of pain is a big help for you. So if someone has shoulder blade pain or pain in this area or pain obviously in their neck, so shoulder blade here or here, it's never a shoulder problem. There'll be a neck, it may be a shoulder problem, but there'll always be a neck component to their pain, and you've got pain in these areas. Whereas if a person has pain in the upper arm, in this area, it could be a shoulder problem or a neck problem, or both. In the forearm, same thing, shoulder or neck, and if it's below the wrist, it's always, well, it's invariably a neck problem. In your history, if you have someone presenting with pain in these areas that have come on for no apparent reason, it's far more likely to be a neck problem from the stresses of sitting or staying still, and from the stresses of gradual deformation of tissue in terms of moving in these directions, which is the most common reason why we get pain in these areas. More specifically, shoulder pain is from particular activities, and the history comes out in when I was doing these movements, I felt pain. They're more specifically shoulder problems. However, don't rule out the neck. The neck, we see so many times when someone says they have pain when they do this, when we stretch their neck and move their neck in certain ways, we can improve this shoulder pain. Another factor in your history is whether the pain in the arm is a constant pain or an intermittent pain. A constant pain, which means there's no time of the day where the pain is not there at all. So the patient's always aware of some level of pain, even if it's low. That is usually or invariably more commonly from the neck. Having said that, there are events like the early stages of frozen shoulder, and if someone's done a lot of movement of an already irritated shoulder where you can have constant pain. That would be more of an inflammatory kind of pain. The final clue in the history that seems to be really important is when people say sitting makes them worse. Sitting never makes a shoulder pain worse, never. But sitting invariably and quite commonly makes pain in this area from the neck a lot worse. So, and finally, if a person is able to take their arm through full flexion, abduction and external rotation with minimal to no pain, invariably the involvement is more commonly from the neck, and neck treatment will improve those subtle end range pains. So if you send these people to the physio joint, you'll see we can do 3 treatments to assess them, and without any imaging we can tell you very confidently if this problem is from the neck or is from the shoulder, and even if it's going to be mechanically responsive to physiotherapy.